Hello and welcome back. Oh, yes. Very well. Very well done. If you must be so pretty flowers, or blooms or blossoms on the trees, then you should be. Welcome back, friends. Enjoy the beautiful weeping willows blossoms here. Arok, the dog master, threatening to poke me with something very pokey. I don't know why. But mostly, we have to talk to a bunch of more lazy rangers, or I assume they're lazy, because they're all sitting around ready to chat. They're happy to chat to me, but not do anything else, or much else. Maybe let's talk to Helle here first. Very up close and personal like that.
Would you do something for me?
Stay a moment, for I would speak with you, and that's a good reason to stay a moment. My people are much concerned with the protection of the ancient Dunedain heritage of Anuminas and the surrounding lands, but we're stretched thin. We have on occasion hired some of the more adventurous folk of Osphorod to the northeast to help protect the old manors and crypts from despoiling. But now what? You have to rely on me again, of course. One such worthy, by the name of Alfred Whitley, keeps watch over some of the tombs of Men Erine. If you would, please take these supplies to him. Return to the mainland and follow the shore road north and east into Men Erine. Shortly after reaching that place, the burial ground for many of the ancient kings of my people, you will see steps carved into the hillside. Climb the steps to Alfred Whitley's camp. He has been away for some time and is surely running short of provisions. Return to me when you have given him these supplies, and I will reward you for the trouble. Apparently, with superior Hobbiton omelets. Okay, I'm all in for a breakfast in the ruins.
How can I be of service?
Please bring those supplies to Alfred Whitley. He has probably run low of provisions and will have need of them before long. Return to the mainland and follow the shore road, no blah blah. Okay, so the same text. Okay, next, let's talk to Maladan.
Could I speak with you a moment?
I have been watching the robbers as they have moved about the hills above us. They seem to focus on two primary ruins, Tam Sark and Tam Legamon. I know from my days as a child playing in those hills of a third ruin, Artubel. Okay, so it's something the robbers haven't discovered yet, or what? The tower that stands there would make for a very strategic position. You could clearly see over the Way of the Kings below you, watch the waters of the Baranduin to the southeast, and on a clear day see Tinodir. Okay? Last I remember, the heavy doors of that place were sealed tight, and none had been within in many years. I ask you to venture to the southwest, up into the hills, to the entrance, and look around to see if you notice any recent activity there. Okay, makes sense. Scouting Artubel.
What do you need?
I believe Artubel was once lived in by an ancient relative of mine, but the records to prove it are long since lost. Okay, I see. So that's why you have a personal interest in that location. That's fine. We'll check on the robber's activity there. And let's also talk to Netrandir. But not before we deal with this deadly tomb robber. Not so deadly anymore. Uh, okay. Did you carry the corpse somewhere else? Great, thank you. Thank you, Netrandir. Please, peace will return to these hills. We hope.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Tam Sark has not been a site of much importance before this week. Early in the week, the tomb robbers occupied it and began looting it. While the looting angers me, they are presenting a larger issue which we must deal with. Whenever we move, I see glints of light from the hillside. We know the Angmarin and the tomb robbers have an accord, so they must be signaling them as to our actions. This is something we cannot allow to continue. We must hinder their ability to signal each other about our every move. Head to Tam Sark and collect the mirrors the tomb robbers They are using to alert the Angmar. Mirrors? Ah, the vanity. Okay, mirrors of Tamsark.
What do you need?
If we do not remove their ability to signal the Agmarim, we may as well return to Tinodir and enjoy and be lazy there instead. Okay?
Would you do something for me?
Some people go through life never changing. Always repeating the same mistakes and errors time and time again. It seems the tomb robbers here in Evendim are no different. After Rantost, the few that remained and fled had a choice to make, a defining moment in their lives. They could have returned to Ostforoth and started to live honorable lives again. Most sailed south instead. They have come here, made bargains with an enemy they cannot fathom, and have returned to their old ways. While they use Tamsark to signal the Angmarim below, they are also stripping it bare. They have had their chances and moments and defied them all. They have been judged, and it is time they accept their sentence. Okay, if you put it that way. Robbers of Tamsark.
How can I be of service?
We have tolerated the tomb robbers for too long. They have had their chances for redemption. Okay, I think there's one more guy here ready to talk to us. His name is Rodlam. Our enemy's strength falters while ours grows. And that's based on what?
Stay a moment.
Like the tomb robbers in Tamsark, those camping in Tam Legamon are also alerting Angmar to our activities, but in a different manner. These have longbows with which they fire burning arrows at us. Burning arrows? Oh, not good. That allows them to track us in the night and eliminates stealth as a tactic for us. Thus, it has caused us many difficulties. I would like you to take the longbows from them, and the fire if you could. If we cannot freely move throughout the Way of Kings, we cannot proceed, and we must proceed. Longbows of Tam Legamon.
What do you need?
If we can at least move around during the night, we can begin to make some progress in the Way of Kings. Okay. And why haven't you guys tried to take the longbows away from them thus far, huh?
Might I take a moment of your time?
Up on the hill above us, if you travel to the west, you will find the ruins of Tam Legamon. This was the rulers' retreat during the days of the North Kingdom. They would go there, stare down upon their city, the lake, and their ancestors, and ponder the future. So think about the past, and ponder the future. Okay, kind of makes sense. Now, a foul presence occupies the ruins, and while they look down upon all the same things, their purpose is dark and evil. Tomb robbers have come to fill those ruins. They are ransacking more from it each and every day. The robbers must be stopped. There are not many more beyond these few here in the hills. If we draw the final line here, I believe Evendim may have a future free of them. Oh, what is that noise? Robbers of Tam Legamon.
How can I be of
I
service?
thought we had won the day when you drove the robbers from Rantost, yet it seems the battle is not quite over. Exactly, as long as I'm not there to intervene, everything fails, or nothing moves ahead, moves forward. Well, we have plenty of things to do, obviously, guys. We've talked plenty already. We have a Slayer deed for the Kegrims here. But let's orient ourselves first, shall we? So, first of all, bringing the supplies to Alfred Whitley. Wait, he's just up here? Oh, that shouldn't be a problem, right? I thought he's somewhere far above us or something. And maybe that's the case, I'm still confused, but it shows them here. Oh yeah, maybe just a little bit up those stairs. And that's not a problem. Alfred Whitley is missing, but you see a journal among his things. Yep, the fire is cold too. Wait, is this fresh blood? Not so fresh, but somewhat fresh. Jotrenar's journal. Okay. Now, before we read that journal, I was wondering if Mannerine, well, Mannerine is a whole region, so no, it won't have a lore of its own. Never mind. Let's proceed with the letter. Collected journal from Alfred Whitley's camp. Okay. Let's read it. Jortrenar's journal. 17th of September. And so at last I return, for the first time, to my ancestral home near Anuminas. My lineage lived long in our ancient manor, and it is a necessary and proper thing that the children of the Dunedain come at least once to their olden homes. 19th of September. I stopped at Tinodir to pay my respects to Calenglad. He warned me that the region grows ever more lawless, and that grave robbers and brigands are a constant threat. It is hard for me to believe that we have fallen so low that we must truly beware of such things. But I place my faith in Aragorn, son of Arathorn, and trust that he will restore our ancient glory. So you don't trust in yourself as well? 20th of September. In truth, this is a strange land. I had wished to feel welcome in these old lands of ours, but there are uncanny things abroad. Strange lights floating in the mirror, unnatural snakes, and worse. Last night I thought I heard wargs howling in the distance. What do you mean unnatural snakes? All snakes are natural. When the kingdom is restored, these things will change, I swear it. 21st of September. I'm sure now that I'm being stalked, but not by evil beasts, by men. I hope to make Anuminas tomorrow, though, and surely the Watcher and I will be able to hold off any number of mere brigands and robbers. Okay. Well, since we're so close, guys, let's bring the supplies and journal back to Helekir. And then we should take it from there. See what he has to say about it.
Greetings.
Yeah, I can consult with your bag, it's fine. You found a journal, Basibor? Allow me to read it, and perhaps it will shed some light on the fate of Alfred Whitley. This is terrible news. I must now believe that not only Whitley, but my kinsman Iotrenar as well, were attacked and slain by tomb robbers. Both now lay in shallow graves. Lie in shallow graves.
Would
yes.
you do something for me?
I don't know about that. Alas, that a kinsman and a loyal friend should come to the end of their lives in the ancestral lands of the Dunedain. Alfred Whitley was a good sort, and many of the men that live now in Osford are of his kind, honest and dependable. And yet there are some in Osford who stoop to scavenging and robbing the unguarded ruins of Evendim. But to slay one of their kinsmen, this is treachery most foul, Basibor. I ask you to warn some other of the Watchers of this danger. Sid Waring is a friend to the Dunedain and keeps watch from this very campsite. Treasure in the ruins.
What can I do for you?
Warn Sid Waring of the impending attack. I do not know how much longer I will remain here. Okay. Excuse me, but Sid Waring is right here, right behind your back, literally. So, not that I won't warn him because it's important, but come on now, that's ridiculous.
Why are you bothering me?
Ah, who are you? You come from Helekir, then? Yes. Way over there is Helekir, yes. A bit late, friend, but perhaps not too late. I was just attacked by men I know not far from here, neighbors out of Osford, who have been driven to evil under the orders of Brycan the Bold. Brycan the Bold? These were men I grew up with, kin even. Mad for the wealth they say lies hidden in these old ruins. The robbers that attacked me fear no reprisal. You can hear them, even now, digging away on the island just over there. Teach them a lesson, friend, and recover some of the relics they stole. Not all of those, just some of them, just for funsies. They may have carried some of the relics to another island camp a bit more to the south. Go to their camps here in Men Erain, recover the stolen relics. So the stolen relics, so all of them now, okay? And bring them back to Helekir. Tell them there that at least Sid Waring has not forgotten his loyalty or the oaths he swore. Tell them there. Great.
This is intolerable.
Yes, it is. You're literally feet away and you don't talk to each other. Find the stolen relics on the island just over there, and on an island further to the south, and bring them to Helikir here at this camp, friend. And you call me friend, huh?
Greetings.
Return to the island, ruins of which he spoke, cause I obviously overheard everything he said because I'm right here, in Man-Arian, and recover the stolen relics. Oh, people. But I'm getting used to the Rangers, you know? I'm getting used to their ways. Disappointingly, most of them are not worth it. Not worth the quest they're giving me, you know? But since I judge in my own eye that it's meaningful to do some of the things they tell us to do, we do them nevertheless, and despite their laziness, right? Because that's what we do. Tra-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la. Pretty cool here. Let's see now. Okay, so that must be one of the major ruins around here. Pretty well preserved. Okay. Because this is the shortest way to get there, I assume. There might be a shorter way, but look how high up we got all of a sudden. Pretty quickly, before we know it. Okay, so now... Yes, yes. We already defeated one robber at Tamsark. So let's read about Tamsark. I'm pretty sure that there will be lore associated with this location. Well, maybe not. Why not? Why not? That's weird. I mean, I have already completed a deed called Explore the Ruins of Evendim, and that's another ruin, so I haven't explored it before, so... You know, it's a little inconsistent that way, what they're doing here. It's not part of the wilds, which I do understand why it's not part of the wilds. Yeah, a little disappointed, but it is what it is. Okay, let's proceed here. Have to defeat a few more robbers. Let's check on something. Okay. Yes, so... Couple more. Easy stuff. A brigand cache. Let's take it for us. Okay. Yeah, quite a view from here. Pretty neat, huh? That's of course Anuminas over there, stretching as far as I could see that way. There's Tinodir over there, and the island with the crazy person and the fire lizards and stuff. Yeah. Anyhow, let's see what else other than tomb robbers might we encounter around here. You can shout all you want, won't make any difference. And yes, I mean that way, yes, I am. Okay. Alright, so... We're done here with the robbers. And I don't see... Wait. See if there's anything else of interest here before we leave. Just an unfortunate corpse here laying. Yeah. So... No, nothing else of interest. Okay, so that's fine. Now... I think, guys, I should see you back down where we started this episode, because I don't see any other way to go about and do the other quests without first reaching the location right down from us. So I'll see you right over there. Okay, here we are, before Netrandir.
What can I do for you?
These are exactly what I expected. They may look small to you, but catch the glint of the sun just right, and you can signal someone from a great distance. Yeah. I'm sure they have even more mirrors though, so, I don't know how helpful that was.
How can I be of service?
So it is done. Good. It may seem as if I'm overly harsh, but if you continue to reject good time and time again, can you be anything but evil? If you continue to reject good time and time again, can you be anything but evil? That's a question everybody should answer for themselves, I think. It is a good question. Okay, so we completed those two quests. Now we could continue forward and collect some stolen relics from where? From around here? I think we need to head further this way. To where the tombs lay, or the crypts, or whatever they're referred to as. Pretty neat though. On the one hand there is consistency in the style of all the crypts and buildings here, but on the other hand each and every one is unique. I like that. You did. Tombs of Evendim. And that's Haut Erendur. Okay. Which we have just discovered, of course. Let's read about that. The kings of Onuminas were interred within tombs along the road to the gate of the city. 9 were the kings that ruled over Arnor from this ancient seat of power, but not all of them were buried in the way of kings. 9 again, the significance of the number 9, of course, will come again and haunt us. Let's read about Haut Erendur. The tomb of Erendur, son of Elendur. Erendur was the 10th and last of the kings of Arnor. Okay, so the 10th here, huh? After his death, the kingdom of Arnor was divided by his contending sons into the kingdoms of Arthedain, Cardolan, and Rudaur. It was during this period that the capital was moved to Fornost, and the old city of Anuminas was finally abandoned after declining in importance for many years. That makes sense. Very cool though. So what happens if you go in? Do we care about those robbers here? Collect stolen relics? Not from here though, right? Not that we want to return here, but I think... Well, I guess we might as well explore, guys, right? Not sure how big that place is, but I guess it's worth checking. Maybe it's not that big. Unless it has a portion that's underwater, inundated now by the lake. Oh yes, there's more that way. Okay, relax, relax. I'm just exploring here, okay? Wasn't really after you, but a master tomb robber, okay. Still nothing. I mean, cool and all, but nothing related to a quest here or a deed. Though again, I must admit I enjoy the architecture here. Okay. One more of you, of course. So many of you. Okay, and I think that... Well... Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Now, of course, this is probably the statue of the 10th king of Arnor. I would imagine. And that's pretty cool in its own. Okay. Now let us proceed. Let's look with the map once again. Collect stolen relics. I didn't see any stolen relics inside. But they must be nearby, right? Okay. We have discovered Haut Valandur. Okay. Let's read about that one as well. The Tomb of Valandur, son of Tarondor. History mentions relatively little about the 8th king of Arnor, except that he is said to have died in violent and mysterious circumstances, sometime around the 50th year of his reign, which is quite a long reign, huh? A foreboding sign, perhaps, of the strife that was to fall upon the northern kingdoms in the years to come. Okay, we might as well go in here as well. Okay, there are Vile Kegrim in here. Alright. Yeah, this upper portion has been somewhat damaged, but the rest still stands. Okay. More Kegrim, okay. But not much else, right? Yeah. Not much else. Okay. Good to know, though. And at this point I'm perplexed as where the stolen relics might be. So I think we scouted most of the location where it suggested they might be. Let's see. Well, we're kind of in the middle of it still, so maybe it's further that way? Let's see. Ah, yes, here they are. Okay, got it. How hardened are you, really? Master tomb robbers and hardened tomb robbers and deadly ones. You know, the deadly ones are the least deadly of all three of them, but hey, you can call yourself whatever you want. Okay, we collected one of the stolen relics. And here's a second one. So we still have to find a couple more. Okay. Let's see. Really? We missed something from way over there? I mean, it is possible. Okay. Hold on a second. Maybe they're on this side. No? Not really. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, we kind of know they're not inside places. And there's nothing here. Wow. Strange. Really strange, guys. Okay. Don't you worry. We'll figure this out. Oh boy, they were right across here, guys. Right across. Okay. Never mind. For now, it will be pretty simple task. I don't know. We defeated countless robbers already in this episode alone. So, but that's fine. This is a good place to end it. We've retrieved all 4 stolen relics, and I'll see you for more adventures next time. Take care. Goodbye.